Hello, my name is Jesse, and this is the auditorium where I react to video game music. As a musician myself, today is a request for Jason over on Patreon. This is Return to Final Fantasy XIV, Insatiable. I've been hearing this name for a while, over a year now. It's a boss theme. I don't know which boss. I don't know where this plays. This video is provided by Mecha D. Well, I remember when I first started doing 14 stuff, and I remember being confused on how many song names start with the letter I, and they're all like one word. So I felt like I've done this one before, but apparently not. So anyways, it's always exciting to hear 14 and Soakin and all that. I heard Soakin is going to do the 16 stuff. That's cool. Let's see if the... what was the last one I did? Scream. The last one I did was Scream. That was a big one. Let's see if this one can hold up. This is Insatiable from Final Fantasy XIV. Let's go. Light Warden, Philia. I should have looked up what Insatiable meant, but I don't know what it means. Oh, sorry. I feel like I've heard... Oh. I heard the Primals version of this song. Sorry, I'm like literally looking it up as I'm reacting to it. Okay. So I've heard this song before through the Primals version a long time ago. I don't remember what it sounds like. But I do remember that little like vocal line. Dude, the bosses look... Oh, it looks like Venom from Marvel. The bosses look so cool in 14. Kind of scary, actually. The good thing about not hearing something in forever, it's like hearing for the first time again. I don't remember this. I just remember that little vocal line. It's cool. Dun. Oh, this sounds like a Tool riff. Any fans of Tool? Dun, 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 dun. I like how the strings are like intense, but the percussion isn't. It's like quiet and just kind of like a roaring heartbeat, but nothing like... I'm gonna have to listen to this Primals version again. Is that Soakin doing the vocals? I know he's in the band. I have so many questions every time I hear 14. Boom. That's cool. The piano. I'm not even listening to the guitars right now. Oh, that's so weird. During that section, there's this weird percussion. It sounds like dinner plates. Am I tripping? I'm gonna have to come back to that part. Interesting song. A lot of minor keys. Very... It's not like a hype song. Like, it's not really meant to energize you. Maybe for some, but to me it's more like... What's going on, you know? It's kind of creepy. Yeah, and then this is very... Oh, it's almost over. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, like the drums are all really quiet and Shadowbringer's boss theme. Okay, well that was the end of it. There was this one part. I heard it the first time and I thought it was something in my apartment, but the second time I heard it, I'm like, I think this is part of the song. It literally sounds like dinner plates crashing. I can't explain it. I'm just gonna have to hear it again. Hopefully it is a song and I'm not just hearing things. Hold on. Yeah, you hear that, right? Let's go back again. What is that? That's so random. It's one hit. Try to listen for like a... Twice. That is so random. It sounds like people washing the dishes. I am forever going to know this song now. I've heard so many 14 songs that they're not blending together, but yeah, I'm starting to forget which one's which. I've done over 50. And I can safely say I will now recognize Insatiable as the dishwashing song. It's a new trend among the community. Tell your friends. Hashtag it. Okay, well, this is a very simple song, which is interesting because I would say 95% of the songs I get from 14 are like boss themes. Very rarely are they like world themes or anything else. Miscellaneous stuff. They're usually boss themes. And they're, but they're all varied. Some are hyper, some are, they have their own flavors. But this one was more on the... It was kind of chill in a weird way. Like, it was intense, but like I could listen to this like on a nice drive. And whereas if I listened to something like, I don't know, like Wrath of the Harrier, I would be like speeding. This one was just like a kind of like a slow groove rock, kind of reminding me of like early 2000s kind of rock, like on the radio. But speaking of which, I've noticed there's this cool bridge of sounds that 14 has. It's very specific, and it's this kind of electronic vocal thing with rock. So it's like, although they experiment quite a bit, 14 does something really well, and not a lot of people do it. It's where like they kind of fuse like EDM elements with like rock elements. So it kind of has like a broad reach. Those alone are two gigantic genres. So it's kind of like a window, like I feel like this game introduced a lot of people into a lot of different genres that you would never like normally listen to. I just can't help but feel that when I hear 14, or when I hear that type of, electronic vocal that sounds like it's going through like a phaser. I like the strings in this one. Everything was so... Oh man, this song was weird. It was like, in a good way, but it was like intense but calm. It was like everything, like the drums are like, doom, 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 but low in volume and not as impactful in the mix. and then the strings were really like dun 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 dun, but they were turned down, and it was like, you know, it was like this kind of mellow tension, which are two words that don't belong together. I don't know what insatiable means. I should look that up. I'm gonna laugh if insatiable means like two polar opposites combining together or something like that. Let me look it. I'm looking it up right now. Insatiable definition. Adjective, impossible to satisfy. Having an insatiable appetite. Okay. Oh, I've heard that word before. Duh. Okay. Yeah. I have no idea what that means as far as the song context. What did I write here? I don't even know what I wrote. Holy moly. I don't know what I wrote here. Okay. I'd like to apologize. It like totally stopped my train of thought. I rarely ever pause in videos or anything. It's usually just one take, but I was like, what the hell did I write? I was like, Plutus, Platus. I see a P and L, and I was like, what the hell did I write? And after like looking at it for like 2 minutes, I was like, plates. I totally forgot it was that whole plate thing. Yeah, I don't know. That was weird. It's just something that popped out to me. But, you know, it just kind of goes in line with what I'm going to say about like almost a lot of 14 songs is they're really experimental with like instruments. When you have so many songs, eventually you're going to start like, oh, okay, well, you know, here's another instrument or here's another instrument, you know, like you just start picking things up, and I'm willing to bet money that eventually they started just picking things up off the floor and recording with it and just throwing it in for fun and just being like, I wonder if anyone's going to notice this thing. Well, I did. I don't know if it was a plate, but it's in a way, it kind of ruined the song for me. And I'm pretty sure I probably just ruined the song for a lot of you. So if you can't unhear that, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. But it just, I hear everything. And that was the first listen. I get way worse when I hear a song way more than once. I start picking it apart. But besides that, besides the song being, it was pretty good. I had no complaints with it. It just was one of the more calmer of the boss themes that I've heard. I was actually looking at the battle quite a bit. The boss looks really, really cool. Reminded me of, what's like a mixture of things, right? It's got like this venom tongue. Actually looks like Venom a lot if you take out the wings. Venom from Spider-Man, one of my favorite characters. Then it's got this like dragon lower half and then wings. You can't have a Final Fantasy character without wings. I mean, that's just a thing. And then they're like they're like battling in a field. Yeah, you know, I gave up a long time ago trying to guess what happens in Final Fantasy XIV. I just accepted that it's just a bizarre game with bizarre visuals, but the music's sick. And you know, it's odd, man. For as many songs as I've done, I can safely say, well, I'll say this. It's been a while, besides Scream, that I've been like wooed again, but I never get bored. I know it's weird, but I can't believe I'm saying this, but like I have yet to be bored of 14 music, and I swear I thought I would be by now, and which is crazy because the next, like, I have a lot of 14 coming up like very soon because these requests were like all next to each other. So it's gonna go back into like this little resurgence of 14 on the channel for a bit. Hopefully I just didn't jinx it, but yeah, I just don't get bored of 14 music. It's just so, I don't know. It's everywhere. I don't know what to expect. I'm still waiting to hear a country song and a reggae song, and then I feel like they'll have all bases covered as far as genres. But I'm gonna have to hear the Primals version, because I did hear the Primals version and I do not remember what that sounded like. Which is funny because now that I think about it, that one had to have been more intense and heavier and faster, right? If it's a live rock band playing it, because this was not, it did not have energy. I don't Not that it should have energy, but this just didn't really have like energy when I think of like a boss. So that makes me think that the boss is actually, you know, fitting. Like it's actually more of on the sentimental side or something. There's a rhyme and a reason to everything. Nothing just happens by chance, right? I'm sure you will tell me, and I can't wait to find out. I believe it's called Philia. I could be wrong about that. There's so many things on the screen. I don't know how you guys play these games. Look how many, dude, you got the chat, you got these, I'm seeing 3 bars. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 bars, and then 2 more bars on top of that. A bar in the middle, a bar to the right of that, 2 more bars to the right of that. It's like 8 icons on the top right, a map, tiny little text, and then like 20,000 icons. My eyes would hurt. I'm just kidding. You guys have always been very welcoming and nice to me. But yeah, I look forward to 14 every time. It's really cool. And like I said, I haven't got bored yet. Maybe one day I will. I don't know. You know what's scary about that is, I'm rambling by the way, is that the comments in these videos are even scarier, because they say, I've been playing this game for like 4,000 hours and I listen to it every day and I still haven't got bored. That's preposterous. Like how? I mean, I know it's good, but come on. Like listen to something else. I mean, I doubt you're listening to just this solely. I am talking a lot. I'm going to stop talking now. But Insatiable, really cool. And something that's been waiting for about a year now. So that kind of put some pressure on me, but I like it. Go figure. Like I said, there's only been 1 or 2 songs in this whole 14 journey that I've been on that have been kind of and people always ask me all the time, and I always like to I hate bringing it up, because when I do, they're like, wait, which one was it? And I feel like people already know, but they don't. And I don't remember. I remember one of them, but I don't remember the other one. I can't possibly remember. I just remember the one that always stuck out that I didn't really care for, which was it was like a dungeon called Amarat Mortal Instance, I think. And then there was like another one, but either way, I mean, think about that. Like 60 songs and only 1. The ratio is crazy. So, anywho, I am talking a lot. But Soken did it again. Let me know who did the vocals, because yeah, curious about that. I didn't see any credits for that. Yeah, I didn't see anything about that. So thank you 14 fans, and thank you Jason for the request. If you want to make your own request, you could do so on Patreon or PayPal. If you do not mind the wait is excruciatingly long. And if you do not want to wait, there is the platinum tier on Patreon, which I provide, and it is filling up. A big thank you to my current supporters, Kevin, Patrick, Shadow Maxim, Vanadel, Turnarplay, Kalinin, and Gardelane. Thank you all so much. Thank you to the community for still having me around. And thanks to everyone else who's watching this. Until next time, dudes and dudettes, have a happy holidays? Sure. My name is Jesse. Peace.